What is going on, everybody? Today we're going to be listening to Charley Crockett's brand new album, The Man From Waco. In this article, it talks about that this album has a similar Gulf and Western sound, kind of like Welcome to Hard Times. So I'm pretty pumped to get into this. Welcome to Hard Times was my absolute favorite album by him. Hopefully this one does not disappoint. I'm really excited to get into this. Without further ado, let's do it. First one, we got the Man From Waco theme. Some heavy piano. Definitely getting some Western vibes. Very cinematic. No lyrics. Pretty mysterious sounding. The Man From Waco. It's just an intro track, but it kind of sounds pretty mysterious. So let's just get into the next song and see what it's all about.
You saw my photograph as you was walking in, an invitation to the world I'm living in. Do-si-do, because my days are due.
I just love Charley's voice.
Cowboy Candy.
Okay.
Cowboy Candy.
Yes. Love it. Baby right there. He's like, yeah, yeah.
It's sure to make my suffering just disappear, and then you see me smiling from ear to ear. Cowboy Candy. Cowboy Candy.
Man, I love when he yells like that.
I'm a long way from the Cowboy Candy.
Okay, let's go. Alrighty. Dang, I think he came out of the gates swinging on that. Yeah, like I love how he just goes high on that, when he just goes, yeah, 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 and he goes, yeah. It just makes the song that much more interesting, and like I said, I just feel like I could see him doing like a live recording of this, just on a front porch or something, just strumming with some guitars, a banjo, and I really want to tap my foot to that song. So he came out of the gate swinging. I really like that track. But yeah, let's get into the next one. We have Time of the Cottonwood Trees.
It was the time of the cottonwood trees. The time of the cottonwood trees.
A little softer.
I met her at the Pale Horse Saloon.
Okay.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Ooh, I know.
Her pretty hair was brown, her eyes were too. Kinda like the way she loved me.
A little more storytelling in this.
The time of the cottonwood trees. The time of the cottonwood trees.
Enjoying this so far.
She followed me up the Rio Grande. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
We'll have that note ends right there.
She said she liked the way I could smell that sage on the breeze. I drove a blue pickup truck Cottonwood trees.
So he wrote this, I'm assuming it's about his girlfriend.
Time of the cottonwood trees.
Okay, a little Spanish stuff right there. Very steady.
Oh, she loved it, though it really wasn't much. Time of the cottonwood trees. Time of the cottonwood trees.
All right, that was the time of the cottonwood trees. I enjoyed that. It was kind of just steady pace. Very romantic song. I'm assuming it's about his girlfriend that he has. I enjoyed this one. I feel like Cowboy Candy was a little bit more of just you want to tap your foot and like clap your hands a little bit, but this one is just very like I could see just around the fire playing this very just a romantic acoustic type song. But yeah, I enjoyed that song. Next we have Just Like Honey. Okay, automatically more upbeat.
It was just like honey dripping down from your eyes.
Okay.
Just like honey, where you told me those sweet lies.
Okay, this is pretty catchy so far.
In the river, now I'm just drowning on that land. It was just like honey, honey, the way you told me those sweet lies. Just like honey, dripping down from your eyes. It was just
That part is so catchy. All right, Just Like Honey might be my favorite track so far. I know we're only 3 songs in, but yeah, just a beat. It's catchy. Just love the chorus of that when he goes, just like honey, man. Just you want to just sing along to it. Such a big Charley Crockett fan. I love that song. I feel like I'm going to be listening to that one for a long time. Just Like Honey might be my favorite so far. Let's keep on going. Next, I'm Just a Clown. Already heard that because it was a single, but let's just still get into it.
circus is coming through. Everybody knows
Automatically
that
more
when
bluesy
you
to it.
take a look at me, I'm just a clown, and on my face I wear a frown.
You can see why they wanted to
Paid
sing
the
it
cost
for this album.
to hang around. So take a
Swing
look
your
at
head
me,
up.
I'm just a clown. To be thought of as a fool, or take a look at me, I'm just a clown, and on my face I wear a frown.
Doesn't this make you want to go to a Charley Crockett show? Honestly, this song kind of makes me feel like, so I want to get in a suit and just have some swagger, like go somewhere nice and just.
I'm just a clown, that's what they say. I'm just a clown, take a look at me. I'm so lonesome, I should charge a fee.
And that is what makes Charley Crockett such a unique artist, just combining those elements, man, like just the Gulf sound of New Orleans when he spent his time there to just that Western sound that he has, and just combining those horns, the kind of bluesy, jazzy undertones to that song, but also just having that country sound too, man, it's just so good. I feel like the song just has an element of swagger to it. Dang, this is what makes Charley so good, and I can really see why they went with the single on this. Next song up, Black Sedan. Meaner sound in this one.
Summer season is turning cool. Oh, the days are still hot.
This does kind of have some
I've been losing my green.
times, like, sounds
Kinda
good.
like the cottonwood tree,
The Cottonwood tree reference.
holding on to what they've got. Hello, Dodge City, tell me how do you do?
Charley uses that piano so nicely.
Night I plan on making Denver. She had a white dove in her hand. That's night I dream of a long black sedan. Across the plains
I love that electric guitar. They're like punchy sounding.
moved from north to south, sorta like the life I left behind. I'll tell you something true, every little thing I do, and it took me to the end of Wichita.
Love that guitar. Sounds like you're just in a Western.
The summer season is turning cool, though the days are still hot.
That was Black Sedan. Man, all these songs, he's coming out swinging on this album. It's just that punchy like guitar. I think what really makes that song just right here, that solo right in the middle, I love it. Give props to the guitar. It's like right here, this sound. You just want to like close your eyes and feel the music. You really feel like you're in a Western movie with this song right here. It really just, you have those vibes all around. Really enjoyed this one too. All the songs on this album so far have just been really good, and I already know that I'm gonna have to get this on vinyl. Let's get into the next one, the Man From Waco, the title track of the album. Sounds like we're in a Western again. A duel's about to happen or something.
The mirage
And his voice is
of
even,
Del Rio,
you notice his voice is even
it
deeper on
was
this.
burning in his eyes,
It's more stern.
and sleep
It's more
had
serious.
escaped him, too consumed by his pride, like the lonesome and high country, the man from Waco. The city was
I love how the
almost
guitar followed his
silent
voice.
as he passed the humming signs on the corner. He heard laughter, made him afraid of what he'd find. He pushed through the door, hypnotized by a sound.
Got some horns right here. Lots of storytelling on the song.
It was there that he shot her,
Oh, okay.
while the lovers were embraced with the bullet he intended for the man who took his place. He cried through the night as he made his escape, but the rain that was falling could not wash away his shame. The man from Waco.
Wow. That was even though a lot of these songs are very Western inspired, like that one it sounded like it could just came straight out of a movie. Just the man from Waco, what he described with like storytelling, what was the lyric where the guy shot the girl instead, and his shame, the rain couldn't wash away his shame. You can picture the man like from Waco just like on his horse. I don't know, man, like Charley really needs to make a Western. I know that he did kind of like a Western with like Ben Christensen, who's an amazing photographer and videographer. Kind of did a music video for The Valley. I don't know if there's going to be a short film that comes out for this, like a music video. I don't know if there is, but man, he needs to, because wow, that was a good song. And it's so cinematic. This whole entire album so far has been cinematic, and you can, wow, it's just there needs to be a Western about this whole album. But let's keep on going. Next song, Trinity River, which I've already heard his earlier version of the song. I'm really excited to hear the new one. Without further ado, let's get into his rendition of Trinity River. Already got familiar sound. They're more like upbeat than the old. More a full band too. The other one was more like almost lo-fi.
Trinity River, such a dirty little river, but that don't bother me. Dirty little river sort of give me clean.
Okay, I think you changed the lyrics.
Trinity River, and it flow because I cry. So to keep me honest,
Another golf and
with
Western
everybody
fingers.
telling lies. Sweetest stream, I was floating in the river. Yeah.
So much so.
Trinity River, such a dirty little river, but that don't bother me. Dirty little river soda, give me clean. Trinity River, and it flow because I cry. So to keep you honest, even though you're telling lies.
Man, I can just picture just them moving live with the trumpet, the horn.
Trinity River, such a dirty little river, but that don't bother me. Dirty little river soda, wash me clean.
Charley has swag.
Trinity River, and it flow because I cry. So to keep me honest, 'cause everybody telling lies.
Wow, that was Trinity River, the newer version. Man, I like this one. I don't know if I like this one better than the older. I feel like the older one was a little bit more like I said earlier, lo-fi, not as many instruments, not that fuller band, but I think he even changed some lyrics too. I think like on this one he said, Trinity River, sure to get me clean. It was a very small difference, but I think the other one was like, going to get me clean, sure to get me clean. I don't know. I think he does switch some other lyrics around too, but wow, I really enjoyed that song. I've already known this, but I really enjoyed that rendition of it. So all in all, the song is not a disappointment from its earlier version. I really like this. Next one up, we have Tom Turkey. Tom Turkey, it's a funny name. Okay.
A businessman from Taos wants you to go down, so they hired
More
Mr.
bass.
Garrett to force you to slow down. Billy, don't it make you feel so low down to be hunted by a man who was your friend? Hold on. if you got one.
A little more funk into this, actually.
Remember in a past life how you shot one. Love to introduce you to a bullet in the head. So
who's Charley's guitarist, man? Like, I know who he is, but I don't know his name.
in your head. People around here love to talk about you. I hope you like the legend you've become.
All right, that was Tom Turkey. I don't even know. Charley was like almost kind of doing this voice technique where he's kind of just like slurring his like words a little bit. It's a little more slower. The song was okay. It wasn't one of my favorites from the album. It almost sounded like they just played a live show and they're just backstage, just kind of, you know, had a few drinks and they're just chilling, just playing a song. I don't know. It was all right. It was okay. I am interested on how he follows up with that song on the next one called Odessa.
I've got Odessa on my mind. I stay worried all the time. Wish I didn't hurt so much, but I don't have that kind of luck. It's a low down dirty shame. I can't even hear her name. So I'm selling off my pride with Odessa on my mind.
Close your eyes to this one. What is that instrument? Like a piano with an effect on it?
I've got Odessa on my mind. I think I rather would be blind, but I done lost the best I had. There ain't no way to walk no line with Odessa on my mind.
So that was Odessa. Not a bad track. I feel like it might take me a little bit of a couple listens to get into it a little more. But I feel like 2 songs in a row where, like, if I'm being honest with you guys, wasn't really feeling it that much. But I still enjoyed it musically. It wasn't bad necessarily. It wasn't anything that hit for me like just like Honey or Black Sedan or those 2 songs. So we know Odessa is on his mind. Let's go to the next one. We have All the Way from Atlanta.
I came here all the way from Atlanta
Now that Traveler
with nothing
song.
but losing to my name.
Okay.
I saw Shreveport through a window, bit of relief.
He goes pretty deep on this.
I thought I saw her as I passed Gallup, standing outside the El Rancho, but I was mistaken. My imagination was just playing tricks on me.
I like this one a lot more than last 2 songs.
The land of the painted desert sky, where they're yet to discover or uncover the Dutchman's gold. I hit tell of a fountain in Superstition Mountains. It's a story that is very well told.
This was All the Way from Atlanta. I really did enjoy this one a little bit more than the last two songs. I feel like it picked up a little bit more. He's talking about he's just a journeyman. You know, he came from Atlanta. He describes these different cities. Charley's storytelling is just so good. Yeah, I enjoyed this. Next up, Horse Thief Mesa. Back to that cinematic sound. You already picture this is a scene during that Western movie.
Going up on Horse Thief Mesa.
Almost had Painted Blue vibes for a second.
Going up on Garapata Ridge.
Sorry.
I'm going up into the canyon. I'm taking with me reckless abandon.
I love that lyric.
Lost all I had and I can't stand it. Horse Thief Mesa.
Man, this one gives me chills.
I once lived in a peaceful valley. Now I'm hiding
Valley
my
reference?
face in an alley. I'm up here looking for a grand finale on Horse Thief Mesa.
Got some chorus in the back. I find it interesting that that was at the end of the album because I can really picture it in a movie. That song is like the final showdown or something. A lot of this album sounds very Southwestern, almost Spanish-like, with the acoustic guitar elements. I really enjoyed this song. I know it wasn't really upbeat, and songs don't have to be upbeat for them to be good. You almost get like a rush with this song that you just think something's about to happen. On Horse Thief Mesa, man, like something's about to go down. All right, July Jackson.
July Jackson. She was a wife with a couple of kids.
All right.
There's a story going round
What is it?
about what that woman did.
What'd she do?
Somebody told me
Okay.
that she took her husband's life.
Ooh.
Said
What
she
about?
did it with a smile
It's kind of scary.
and the twisting of a knife.
Man.
Came up dead,
Wow.
and it looked awful suspicious. But that's not how the paper read. July Jackson.
So good. July Jackson.
There are questions in front of this entire town. Where I was standing, I saw pretty July's face, and she said she wasn't sorry, that she'd put him in his place.
Wow. This girl's crazy. July Jackson, man.
July Jackson.
It's pretty impressive that you wrote this.
July Jackson.
July Jackson, we got a murder ballad on our hands. Hey, I guess the husband was cheating or something, and she got a hold of that girl, and then she got a hold of him. So that's what he gets, apparently. And I guess they maybe hung her in the town or something, maybe something like that. But we got a good murder ballad from Charley Crockett on the Man From Waco. Wow. You can tell in some Charley Crockett albums where, like on Jukebox Charlie, the last one, that one didn't have, I feel like, as much of just storytelling, I guess. This album is already up there for me with Welcome to Hard Times. I don't know if it's better than, but the more I'll listen to this album, like, who knows? I am just really impressed with Charley so far on this record. Next up, We have, okay, the same theme as the opener maybe, or maybe a different variation, and then it's one last song. So let's go to the last part of the theme. Good way to end it. All right, let's go to the last song. Name on a Billboard. Let's wrap it up, guys. A little more pep in the step.
Going to LA, gonna take a ride. Ain't got much to lose, not even my pride. Think I'll buy some things I can't afford. Hey, look, my name's on the billboard. I'm going
Charley's
to
becoming
LA,
a star.
gonna take a ride. Ain't got much to lose, not even my pride. Think I'll buy my name's on the billboard.
Got a little piano. A little piano solo.
Billboard. Hey, look, my name's up in the lights. Somehow I still don't feel right. Things I can't afford. Hey, look, my name's on the billboard.
All right. So, yeah. I mean, I guess he's talking about the, like, maybe music industry. Okay, even though his name's on the billboard, like, he does not feel right about it, I guess. Maybe they're screwing him over. But yeah, I enjoyed that song. I think it is a good way to wrap up the album and tie it all together. Kind of picks up the pace a little bit. But yeah, the Man from Waco. This one was definitely very cinematic. It could have been a Western movie. I feel for the most part, this album was very good. It had me just listen to the lyrics, nod my head the whole time. Has tons of different guitar solos with full band strings and, you know, horns, trumpets. You have a lot of that Gulf and Western sound, like what it talks about, you know, mix of Texas and Louisiana. And this is really a signature Charley Crockett record. You know, I don't want to compare everything to Welcome to Hard Times, but this is one of those albums, I think, for Charley Crockett. And, you know, the leading singles, you know, The Man from Waco and Just a Clown or I'm Just a Clown. Wow, they are very good too. This record really just makes me even more of a Charley Crockett fan. I'm just really impressed that he and his guys wrote all these songs. And yeah, people need to take a little bit more notice at what Charley Crockett's doing. He's being true to himself. Have you guys been to a Charley Crockett concert? Because I really want to go. And it makes me so sad that he's coming to Ohio and I'm not able to go. Right off the bat, Cowboy Candy, you just want to tap your knee, clap your hands a little bit. Just those high notes that he hits was awesome. We have Just Like Honey, Time of the Cottonwood Trees, just really good storytelling, more of a romantic track on that one. Of course, we have Just a Clown, Black Sedan, The Man from Waco, all strong tracks. The Man from Waco was that, I could see why it was the title track of this album. It just really sets the foundation, the story elements. You could see this being in a Western, and you really just picture that, you know, the man from Waco just riding on his horse and just the crazy things that, you know, the woman that he shot and his shame and all of that. And then I feel like in the last part of the album, it kind of goes a little more of a steady, slower, which I don't know if I'll come back to those songs as frequently, but I think they are some good tracks in there. Horse Thief Mesa I really liked. It's kind of like that final showdown type of song. Name on a Billboard kind of just wraps it all up, but I think I did enjoy this album more than Music City USA. It's up there for me with Welcome to Hard Times. I know I keep mentioning that. Let me know what you guys think about this album. I really enjoyed this. If you guys want me to give this a rating, I would probably give it, I know I do a lot of 9 out of 10s, but yeah, 9 out of 10 on this one. Stellar album by Charley Crockett. But that is all for today. If you love these videos, I would appreciate it so much if you would like this and subscribe. I'm all about trying to build a community of just country music fans and just folk music lovers on this channel. So if you would love to subscribe again and follow along on this journey, I would greatly appreciate it. This was The Man from Waco by Charley Crockett. I will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.